to those of you who have neurodivergent children and say they don't want to, limit them by putting a label on them, before I knew I was neurodivergent, my labels were stubborn, lazy, rebellious. Oh, yeah, that was a big one. Difficult, stupid, fake, dumb. These were just some of them. We could just keep going, but we're not going to. But yeah, we're going to talk about labels today. Now, these have all been replaced with autistic and ADHD. So I'm sure that they have been replaced with other things too, for your individual, on the spectrum, and other mental illnesses that can come with autism. So today I want to talk about 3 things to help when your child is starting to shut down, and even if they're not starting to become nonverbal. These are 3 things to recognize. When you figure out which one, what you should really do. So when you feel like everybody hates you, what do? You need to sleep. That's a huge one. You need to take a nap, sleep when you feel like everybody hates you. Next is when you feel like you hate everybody. Yeah, you need to eat. If you're hangry and you're just grouchy at everybody, this is me. Totally me. I get hangry, and I'll pick a fight. I'm just hungry. And I don't realize it. I don't realize that I'm hungry. So when I I've had a few people point this out to me. They're like, "You're being mean. Maybe you should just eat something." I'm hangry. Yeah, if I'm starting to pick fights, for any reason, because that's not me. My demeanor is loving, and that's what an autistic person really on the spectrum just wants to love. And if they're grouchy in any way, or they're just kind of off in these 3 ways, try one of these 3 things, figure out which one of these 3 things it is for your child, your friend, even yourself. Yeah, so if you feel like you hate everybody, or your child is just being really aggressive and angry, maybe they need to eat. Try offering them some food, even if it's just like a little granola bar. All right, when you feel like you hate yourself, and this is a big one. So if your child is just, not happy with their appearance, or I know if I'm really down on myself and I'll think, and I'm just my self-esteem is really low, shower, bathe, do something hygiene related. It'll make yourself feel better and your child feel better. Even if your child is nonverbal, you can tell when one of these 3 things needs to be addressed. So like when you feel like everybody hates you, they're sad. They kind of get reclusive. They are wanting friends. You can tell, you can see this in children, even if they're nonverbal. Um, Maybe just let them take a nap for a little bit because they're just kind of overwhelmed. It's a sensory thing. When you feel like you hate everybody, yeah, just get some food in them. You can tell, again, nonverbal, they're just mean. They're being aggressive. They need something. And maybe they don't even know that they're hungry, and they can't express it at all. Yeah, I'm verbal. I'm very verbal if you know me, and I still don't recognize this sign in me, but other people will. When you feel like you just hate yourself, even kids, they can say they don't like their outfit, they don't like their clothes, they don't enjoy the things they usually do anymore. Shower, self-esteem, and feeling good about your body, yourself is just so important for everybody. If you agree, like any of these things, subscribe, it helps, spread the message, awareness about autism, neurodivergent, raise awareness. That's just so important. Autism, ADHD, ADD, these are all things that growing up were just labeled, stupid, stubborn, being rebellious, difficult. I want to tell you guys a short little story. Actually, it'll probably be, make a story longer. It's usually what I'm good at. But I used to be forced to go to girls' camp for church. And we got letters from our parents, and we used to share them. That was like the activity. And mine was like, be nice to your siblings. And maybe while you're there, you can think about things. And I was so hurt and embarrassed because, deep inside, I love my family. And I didn't realize that that's just how I showed emotion. I'm not good at communication. So I was, rebellious. I was difficult, stubborn. Aggression was something I really had a problem with growing up. So I was probably the only girl who was so embarrassed at girls' camp who didn't want to share their letter from their parents because mine was, you're at camp to be nice to people and learn and think about what you've done. And if these labels would have been more, I don't know, awareness when I was growing up, which was a long time ago as a child, over 30 years ago. So, yeah, autism, ADD, there are tests. Definitely need to get them done. Like, subscribe again. Talk to you guys later. Comment. I like talking to you guys.